Have you ever faced a situation where the walls before you seemed too big, too strong, impossible to break through? This is the story of how God's power brought down the mighty walls of Jericho. A story of faith, obedience, and victory. Stay with me to the end, because what happened in Jericho will show you how any obstacle in life can be conquered. After Moses died, God chose Joshua to lead the people of Israel into the land he had promised their forefathers. Joshua stood by the wide Jordan River, gazing toward the distant land of Jericho. The Lord spoke to him, saying, "Be strong and courageous, for you shall lead these people to inherit the land I have promised them." Joshua turned to the people and declared, "Prepare yourselves. In 3 days, we will cross this Jordan and take the land the Lord is giving us." But Jericho was no ordinary city. It was strong, fortified with towering walls, and guarded by brave soldiers. Joshua sent 2 spies to secretly scout the city. The 2 spies entered Jericho by night and came to the house of Rahab, a woman who lived on the city wall. When the king's men searched for them, Rahab hid the spies under stalks of flax on her rooftop. She said to them, "I know your God has given you this land. We have heard of his mighty works, and our hearts melt with fear. Please, promise me that when your God delivers this city, you will spare me and my family." The spies gave her a scarlet cord and said, "Tie this cord in your window. When we come, you and all in your house will be spared." The spies returned to Joshua, their hearts full of confidence. "The people of Jericho are terrified of us," they reported, "for they know the Lord has given us this land." Then came the moment of faith. God parted the waters of the Jordan River just as he had done at the Red Sea. Joshua led the Israelites across on dry ground, and they set up memorial stones to remember God's mighty power. Soon, they stood before the towering walls of Jericho. The people of Jericho watched in fear from behind their walls, but Joshua stood firm, waiting for God's command. That night, Joshua encountered a man standing with a drawn sword. Joshua asked, "Are you for us or for our enemies?" The man replied, "Neither, but as commander of the Lord's army, I have come." Joshua fell face down and listened to God's instructions. The Lord said, "March around the city once each day for 6 days. On the 7th day, march 7 times, and when the priests blow the trumpets, the people will shout, and the walls will fall." Joshua gathered the people and told them exactly what the Lord had said. The people obeyed without question. For 6 days, they marched around Jericho. Not a word was spoken among them, only the sound of trumpets echoed through the air. Inside the city, the people of Jericho trembled. On the 7th day, they marched 7 times around the walls. After the 7th time, Joshua lifted his hand and shouted, "Shout! For the Lord has given you the city." The trumpets blasted. The people shouted with all their strength. Suddenly, the earth rumbled, cracks split the walls, and with a thunderous crash, the walls of Jericho collapsed. The Israelites rushed forward and took the city. Just as promised, Rahab and her family were spared, because she believed in the God of Israel. Joshua burned the city, dedicating its treasures to the Lord, and from that day forward, the fame of Joshua and the power of Israel's God spread through the land. 3 powerful life lessons from Jericho. 1. Obedience unlocks victory. Even when God's instructions seem strange, obedience brings results beyond imagination. 2. Faith collapses the impossible. When you trust God fully, even the highest walls will crumble before you. 3. God always keeps his promises. From Rahab's rescue to Israel's victory, God proves that his word never fails. If you enjoyed this story, don't just stop here. Let it remind you that with God, no obstacle is too big and no situation is hopeless. Be strong, be courageous, and trust his voice in your life. Like this video, subscribe for more powerful Bible stories, and share this message with someone who needs hope today. Remember, your Jericho can fall too, if you have faith.